welcome to this tutorial on using Google Sites with Google Slides. If you've created a Google Slides presentation that you would like to embed in a Google site, there's a couple of ways of doing this. So I'm going to show you the first way, and it's very simply opening up your project in Google Sites. You can come under your portfolio from your main page, and we're going to link to project 3. Now you can change the name of the project here by clicking the 3 dots and selecting properties, and you can now insert the name of your project. So we'll call this Atmosphere Project, and then I can hit done. If you ran out of project pages, you can always come back to your template page that you created, click the 3 dots, and you can duplicate that page, and then you can change the name there. So I'm just going to have a second copy, but you can always change the name. So you can add as many projects to your portfolio as you would like to share. All right, now that you have your Atmosphere project page, now you can insert your project. The first way to insert your project is to simply go to the Insert button, scroll down until you find the slides, and then you can search for your project. You can either use the search button here, or if your project comes up, you can click and insert it there. So this is one way to insert the project. Now, there's some advantages to this, right? Basically what this does is give you a link to the project. If I was just to preview this, you can see what that looks like. Here's the project. I can actually play the slides right in here. My buttons are still interactive if I hyperlink them. Go back to that page. So I can click on the mesosphere and go to the mesosphere, the thermosphere, etc. You can even click that button and open it full screen on your page. All right, so this is one way of inserting a project. The other way to insert your slide presentation is to go under the File pull-down menu in your slide presentation, and you can select Publish it to the web. This allows you to make a few changes. So you can select the Embed button. You can select the size that you want to put your presentation to. So I'm just going to select small. And you can auto advance it. Now this may be a benefit to you if you're trying to present your web page, present your Google Slides presentation within a web page. This would be a good use of that. But if it's more interactive, like possibly a project we did with our layers of the Atmosphere project, where you don't want the slides to auto advance, then you wouldn't have them auto advance. Okay, so you wouldn't insert the project in this fashion. You would insert the project the first way we did it. Okay, but if it is something where you were putting a presentation in, you could allow this then to advance every 2 seconds or 5 seconds, 10 seconds, whatever is appropriate to read the information on your slide. I'm going to just select 2 seconds so that you can see the difference. You can also start the slideshow as soon as the player loads, and you can then restart the slideshow after the last slide is presented. There's also some published content settings where you can either start publishing or stop publishing. So now I'm going to start publishing. And you can also restrict the access to the following. So in our case, the website itself is restricted so people wouldn't be able to see it. But if you check this box, that will just ensure that your presentation is private only to people within the WT Schools district. When you select publish, it will ask you if you are sure you want to publish. You can click OK. And now it will give you an embed code. You can now copy that embed code, Control-C, come back to your website. Now, instead of inserting and selecting the Google Slides, you can insert the embed code right here, select embed code, Control-V to paste that in. This puts in the HTML code, and then just click Next, and then Insert. Now you have this presentation inserted instead. Okay. Now, if you were to view this as published, both of those presentations are in. You can see how the one on the right automatically starts and advances the slide every 2 seconds. And once that slideshow is completed, it will restart and come back to the original. So these are 2 different ways of inserting a Google Slides presentation into your Google Sites. And again, depending on what the purpose of your presentation is or the audience that you're presenting to, will determine which is the better way of inserting your presentation. For a project that we created, the Layers of the Atmosphere project, we wanted this to be set so it doesn't auto advance. When I come to slide 2, this is now interactive right in my website, and I can get back to the beginning each time. Okay. All right. Thanks for watching. Hope that's helpful. Have a nice day.